So good morning, this is Carlos in Canada saying hi. Today we're going on a 6-kilometer hike. I have been grounded from running because of my eye surgery. So I'm going to walk with you from kilometer 1 to kilometer 4, which will give me just about 36 minutes of talk time. Everything will sound a little less noisy very soon. Partly because I'm not running and partly because I'm going to be in the forest. I watched a very nice couple of movies yesterday with Douglas Fairbanks, the father, in his silent movie days. I think the movie was called Don Q Meets Zorro or something like that, or Call Me Don Q. Anyway, very interesting to watch a silent movie with the soundtrack. They're using this music throughout the silent movie. Very effective. Some of it is Aida. I'm not sure if it all is, but some of it certainly is. I recognized it. Anyway, I'm just coming up to the weir here. Yesterday they let loose about 10,000 salmon fry, baby salmon, into the water there. Hello. I have to remember that I am broadcasting my music to all and sundry.
37 kilometers. Average pace 11 minutes 3 seconds per kilometer. Cadence 60. Average heart rate 118. Workout average pace 10 minutes 56 seconds per kilometer.
I can slow down a little bit. Today I'm looking for baby salmon in the weir right here, and I can see the water is rippling like there were hundreds of little fish. Hello, dogs. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Both those dogs were wandering loose, but safe enough. Happy dogs don't bite. Yeah, so the salmon spry, or fry, I think they call them. Hello. They hope that in 3 years' time those salmon will come back to spawn in this river, but good luck to them on that. They've tried for the last 10 years to get it to work, and they never count any live fish coming back. So today The subtitle of this episode will either have salmon fry, or salmon spry, or salmon berries. That's right. That's the other reason I'm on the Douglas Creek Trail. It's the salmonberry season, and every year I record an episode that I call the Salmonberry Run, or something like that. Well, I'm not in the best salmonberry trail. I'm getting close to it. I should try and get to the other side of this creek, because that is where the berries are more abundant. We'll see. It might be a little early for them this year. So my cataract surgery, yes, indeed. I'm so glad that when I had my other eye done, I got a good pair of polarized sun visors to wear after the surgery on my right eye. Well, this time I got the free surgery from the health system. The first one I paid $3,000 for, and this one I got done for just the price of the eye drops by the same surgeon. And last time she put in a special lens and she used laser surgery. This time she just used whatever the latest manual blade is that they use to make the incision and remove the old dirty lens. Well, anyway, they put a clean new lens in, and hopefully with minimal damage to collateral damage, I should say. And now I'm waiting my 10 days until they let me run again. But it's not the effort that they're worried about, it's the I'm getting into Salmonberry land. It's the shaking of my cranium. They don't want me to trip, and they don't want me to run in case I slip and jar my head. Well, I've got to be careful not to trip. That's all. I will forget about the salmon berries for the moment. Concentrate on my footing as I stride past the mushroom colony.
Time 20 minutes. Distance 1.80 kilometers. Average pace 11 minutes 41 seconds per kilometer. Cadence 60. Average heart rate 117. Workout average pace 11 minutes 7 seconds per kilometer. Time for hydration.
Time for hydration. So 20 minutes walking and about 9 or 10 minutes of recording. Yep, that's about right. I won't bother looking. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. As the music gets to a crescendo, I'm not exactly sure what was going on in the movie during this, but this is definitely from Aida. The other one sounded a little more Spanish. This one is definitely classic Aida. Good morning. I remember this opera was quite pivotal in my early adolescence. I remember having a double vinyl album of Leontine Price, a black opera singer, singing Aida. Hello. A little chillier than I thought today. It's a little chillier than I thought. I thought if it's like yesterday, I'll be hot. But actually, I'm not.
That too, and it was
I'm not warmed up yet. Anyway, enjoy your walk.
Have a good day.
Bye. A similarly clad man in shorts and cotton with his dog. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I should try and slow down a little bit. I'm getting as close to running as I can without actually jumping from foot to foot. But there's no need. Basically, I need 80 minutes today, and I'm going to be lucky if I get 70 at this rate. So I shall slow down a little bit. I did bring my good camera with me. Hello.
Good morning. I am going to do it.
Strong smell of bath products. Not sure what that was. Strong and sweet. I hope you can hear the wind in the trees and the creek to my right. But that is where those fish are going to grow up and leave and swim out into the ocean to return.
2 minutes 11 seconds ahead.
2 minutes ahead, eh?
Zone 3.
Yep. I can tell from my heart rate that I'm going a little harder than I need to. But I've switched back to my trail shoes for today, and I feel much more comfortable than with my road shoes. Not because I'm on a trail, because that makes a little difference. It's not very technical, this, but more to do with the drop, the heel drop. My Achilles, the one that I was operated on, was flaring up the last couple of days, giving me pain. And I think, what Norma thinks anyway, is that now that I'm not running, I'm using my ankles more.
Time 25 minutes. Distance 2.27 kilometers. Average pace 10 minutes 32 seconds per kilometer. Cadence 61. Average heart rate 123. Workout average pace 10 minutes 59 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah. I'm still way too fast. I adjusted it yesterday from 11 minutes per, which is what I've been doing this past week, to 12 for today's leisurely walk. And then what do? I go out and pace my way through it too fast. I will slow down for the music. Slow down to a march. Yep, I like opera, I must admit.
22 seconds ahead.
I like the grandeur of spectacle. I don't like being in a crowd, but I don't mind seeing
Zone 1.
a crowd in the distance. That's always quite inspiring. I'm going to have a little bit of uphill now, so I'm going to gauge my pace. Gauge my pace to get me up this hill. I just have to decide when to turn for home. But I am keeping track of the time here. Hello, doggy. So now the incline is something that would normally break me into a hike anyway, but I have been hiking all the way here. I'm guessing I've been going about 25 minutes now. Just about 25 minutes. It's quite hard to walk this slowly, but I'll force myself to, just for the duration of this tune. I might see some salmonberries up here as well. The vegetation is very similar. I seldom come up here recording because, as you can hear, I have a road. Cordova Bay Road is to my left. So the episode, what shall I call it? Salmonberry Hike in search of the salmon. Well, let's talk about things podcast related. I've heard, let me see now, I've heard 3 or 4 good ones this week actually, from Russell and from Daly and from Stephanie Hurtado, and from Martha and Bruce. I think that might have been last week. But anyway, Bruce and Martha start the week off for us, Monday, Tuesday kind of thing. And then I guess it's my turn on Wednesday. And Jim, whenever he wants, he steps in with a short show for us on the Spreaker platform. He's waiting for his running buddy to get back again at the running game. 2.7 kilometers. So if this whole walk is going to be 6, I'm coming up to halfway to my goal, which is good because I'm just about to start turning and heading back on another trail on the other side of Cordova Bay Road. That'll take me all the way to Harvest Lane. I'll shut up for a while the traffic has its little noisy session. I have to remember to use my camera today. I did bring it for a reason. Yeah, this is where I turn back. I have to cross safely. Which I can do now. And now I'm heading back on Whitaker, on the other side of the street, back in the forest. There's Douglas Fairbanks. does some dastardly deed with his whip, I imagine.
2 minutes 24 seconds to go.
In those days, they used to do all their own stunts, and because they didn't have sound, they had to do a lot more facial and body language type things, which makes it very good to listen to with a different background music. Because they would have had a piano, I would imagine, in the movie theatre. They would have somebody at the front playing the piano, and they would have cue cards. Zone 3, and I'm going downhill. I think I said that last week in this very spot, but I was running that day. That was before my surgery. Everything went very well, no problem there. It was curious, because I was having my eye done on the National Health System, I had to go to a different hospital to have my surgery done. When I had it done before, it was in the private clinic. And then, I guess once every 2 weeks, she does pro bono stuff for the healthcare system. And I had my other eye done on that system, so I didn't pay for that one. I got the sunny glasses from the first one, the polarized visors, and I also got a whole whack of eye drops, same as the ones I had to take last time. I had to pay for them again, but I can claim those against my tax. I can claim them as a legitimate medical expense. Alright, so I'm coming back to the noise again. The road and the trail have to squeeze through a narrow section of hillside. The woman that did my surgery was doing all left eyes the day I was in, because she's using the original, slightly more old equipment. She was operating on one side of my body. She was sitting beside me, and I was looking towards her, lying on my side, and she was doing surgery like that. She obviously, if she had to do a left eye and a right eye, she'd have to switch positions and switch all her setup to the other side. So I guess it made sense that everybody there, she was doing about 8 people in a row. Everybody there were all left eye operation people. Next time she goes there, she'll probably do a whole bunch of right eyes. But there you go, that was an interesting observation. I had to go back the next day to have the surgery checked by an ophthalmologist, and he looked at my eye and said, "Look, looks okay, everything's calm there." A little bit irritated from surgery, but that's only to be expected. And he said that the other eye, the one that she did last year, looked calm. That's how he put it. Hello again!
No.
Yeah, those dogs are frisky. Yep. All in all, I'm very pleased with the surgery, and I can't wait to be allowed to run again. Now that I've rested my back, my lower back pain has vanished. But my ankle pain returned because I was using much more of my walking action and stretching my Achilles that I was used to. So switching shoes helped. That certainly did help. When I'm running again, I'll be back on my toes and the heel won't make so much difference. But my feet feel very comfortable today. Very comfortable indeed. There go a bunch of cyclists. A peloton. I didn't realize how noisy this road can be, even on a Sunday morning. It's like everybody's trying to get somewhere for 10 o'clock, let's say. Yeah, that's about it. 10 o'clock rush, weekend rush. Off to soccer practice or whatever. Or shopping. I can skip shopping today. I don't have to shop today. I have wine, I have beer, I have food, I have bread. So I'm okay. I hear runners behind me.
Zone 3.
I'm still waiting for final approval because I'm on the bottom of the list. So if they don't take the whole number of people that they should
There's 2 women, and there's more behind.
You're even the lineup.
So there's 4 women running away from me,
What?
and another woman talking to her phone. Okay, so I'm probably around about the 4-kilometer mark now. I have it reminding me every 5 minutes. So I'm hoping the next one I'll be able to hear and make my calculations. So the women are doing what I would have been doing, hiking some of the more technical and uphill stuff, and then running as soon as possible, basically. You're hiking for safety reasons or for conserving your energy reasons. I think I hit a zone 1, that's good. This is where Norma tripped up once when we ran together a few years ago. If you look on the trace of today's activities, you'll see that I'm now doubling back on the other side of a road in a green patch. This is Whitaker. I'm now just about level to where the mushroom colony is on the lower stretch.
Time 40 minutes. Distance 3.60 kilometers. Average pace 11 minutes 8 seconds per kilometer. Cadence 60. Average heart rate 119. Workout average pace 11 minutes 7 seconds per kilometer. Tone for vibration.
Yep.
Zone 2.
So that's 40 minutes of hiking for me, and I'm still sub 12. I'm really going to have to slow right down, get my camera out, and do some video. Why don't I do that?
Auto pause.
Okay, so I'm off again. I think I have the auto pause activated, which is probably going to confuse the heck out of me because of my timing. I'm recording audio, as you can see today. So I have to remember not to drag my recorder through the bushes. Off I go. Zone 3, I would imagine now. It's almost as hard work hiking this as running it. Not quite. I can definitely keep my heart rate down better when I'm hiking than when I'm running. But this is where Norn and Whitaker split up. Norn goes up that way, and there you go, Whitaker, Norn, Irvine up that way, Whitaker this way, Glendenning eventually. Zone 1. I can slow down a little bit because I have some 3 minutes, I think that's what she said, ahead. I see somebody ahead. I will watch them go by. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. You have another dog?
What's that? Yeah, I do have another dog too.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Off they go. This is a very nice trail. Other than being so close to the road, it is quite serene here. As I was saying earlier, this is the 10 o'clock rush on Saturday. People trying to get to the grocery store and to appointments all done before lunch kind of thing, so they can relax. This is the top of Douglas Creek, basically. Goes through there down into the lower forest. Okay, well anyway, that's enough video for today, so bye-bye to the video people. Bye-bye.
Zone 1.
While I put my camera away. Now I'm going around to Harvest Lane, and I'll be done quite soon. Yep, I see another hiker up ahead. Yep, I'm safe. Even though I have the wind filter on, I don't move my hand as much when I'm recording as when I would be swinging my arms for a brisk walk kind of thing. It's better that I keep that hand steady. Bushes are closing in on both sides. Yep, another area where there might be salmon berries. That is, in fact, the name of the game.
Time 45 minutes. Distance 4.03 kilometers. Average pace 11 minutes 30 seconds per kilometer. Cadence 57. Average heart rate 112. Workout average pace 11 minutes 9 seconds per kilometer.
Yep. I have found a salmonberry. But it's not, there's no berries. It's just signs of decaying flowers, red flowers. The salmonberry has a red flower that shrivels up, and then if it had been pollinated, it forms a fruit. Alright, so the last kilometer or so will probably be to myself. So once I get out of this little thicket of bushes, I will pause briefly to check on the timing of my recording and then continue on to Harvest Lane with or without you.
3 minutes 25 seconds ahead.
Finally I get away from the noise. Finally I have peace in my ears. Let me check on the recording. Hang on. Okay, well, I've just checked and I have just turned into the 36-minute zone. So I guess I will say goodbye to you. As they say, I'll love you and leave you until Wednesday, I guess. Bye-bye.